Hi there. It's been a couple of weeks and I haven't made a video for a little while. A couple of reasons for that. I really needed to make a few changes. There's a few things going on with the body and with the brain. I was kind of putting myself under a lot of pressure to pump out lots of videos, and I was getting distracted from my actual aim, which is lose some weight, get healthier, get out and live life. So making those videos, I really had to tell myself to stop, and I actually got the message from somebody else as well, saying you seem to be getting distracted from what you're actually attempting to do. So this is me explaining the changes that I made. I have kept up the exercise and the diet, which is great news. I just stopped making videos. So to the thousands of fans out there, I do apologise for the slight absence. I'm gonna get back into making a few more videos. Just be a little bit more concentrate on what I'm actually trying to achieve. So first things first for exercise. Big change there. When I was last making videos a couple of weeks ago, I was making videos about me going and rowing for an hour at zone 2, 12 kilometers for to get that fat burning, and I was doing about 3 or 4 rows a week, and the effect of that was twofold. I was feeling a lot of fatigue, and I think that's linked to, like, I'm particularly unhealthy. I'm particularly unfit, and the issue with that is that once upon a time I used to get on a rowing machine 3 or 4 times a week, sometimes five, and I was perfectly happy, sort of giving it a real blat, going for it. I'm not that age anymore, and I'm certainly not as fit as I used to be. So I'm thinking, first of all, I need to build up to that sort of fitness. The second thing is that I wasn't going and doing my weights. Now, this channel is obviously Thuds Rows. It's based around rowing. The intention is to see if rowing does help me lose weight. But at the same time, you have to keep doing your resistance training. I'm aware of that. I'm a big believer in it. It's always been a key part of my exercise regime. And if I'm not doing it, I think I needed to make a change. So instead of doing the 60-minute rows 3 or 4 times a week, which was fatiguing me, and effectively I wasn't doing my weights. I kept on telling myself, and I was guilt tripping myself into going, I need to do my weights, and I just wouldn't. Instead of that, what I've changed into is I'm doing a 20-minute row early in the morning, about 6 o'clock. Well, that's early for me. I'm doing a 20-minute row at zone 2. I'm only doing about 4 kilometers, which is not very fast for 20 minutes, but getting into that 20 strokes per minute zone 2. And then the moment I've finished with that, I'm going out to my shed out in the backyard, and I'm doing my weights. And I'm only doing 3 exercises each morning. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is 20 minutes on the rowing machine, and followed by 3 exercises. So I'm not doing anything like I used to do, like going to the gym and doing an hour's worth of lifting, sort of 7 or 8 exercises, and really settling into that big gym workout. I'm not doing it. Is it beneficial? Well, benefit number one is I'm actually doing it. So that's the first part, right? I have to admit to myself, I'm building up physical fitness. It might take me 6 months to get into a regime where I can go and do a heavy lifting session. Although I'm using dumbbells heavy, but let's call it a heavy lifting session where I'm doing a lot of weights exercises, and then doing an hour on the rowing machine as well. So at the moment, I am breaking it up into 20 minutes on the rowing machine, about 20 minutes worth of lifting weights first thing in the morning. So I'm finished by about maybe 6:45. And then at night, I'm doing another 20 minutes on the rowing machine. So I'll have finished dinner and finished eating at about 7 p.m. So around about 9 o'clock, 9:30, I'm jumping on the rowing machine and I'm doing another 20 minutes, 20 strokes per minute, about 4 kilometers. I'm essentially, I must do 4 kilometers and I must do 20 minutes. So sometimes it might take me 20 minutes, 10 seconds. Anyway, so that's the exercise regime, and from that I'm doing around about a total of 160 minutes on the rowing machine in those 4 sessions. If I'm doing Monday morning, Monday night, Tuesday morning, Tuesday night, and so on. And that is just one issue with that, is that I'm not doing a great big row that really tests out the lungs. So you need to do a great big long session, right? Now I'm more active on the weekends than during the week. I have a real sit down or stand at my desk job. I'm not particularly active aside from if I actually do exercise. If I'm not exercising, I'm not active. So on the weekend, I do get out and get to do things, go for a walk, mow the lawns, do a few physical things. But what I have set myself aside is 1 hour. I must do my rowing for 1 hour on the weekends. And the intention of that is, again, 20 strokes a minute, 12 kilometers. So that's going to be that real lung challenge. I'm still entering the zone 2 category there, not trying to push myself into a great big, I'm not trying to do 10 kilometers in 40 minutes. That sounds, I'd love to be able to do that again, but I'm nowhere near it. So the intention here is to build up a fitness over a period of maybe 3 to 6 months, we'll find out. And then I will be progressively getting a little bit faster on the rowing machine. I've already done a couple where I'm sort of doing maybe an extra 200, 300 meters. It's not significant, but it feels significant when you achieve it, right? So that's the changes that I've had to make while I'm off and absent from YouTube. The other challenge is really, it is mental. I don't mean it's mental. I mean the psychological challenge of staying on diet. I have discovered that, generally speaking, I'm pretty good at sticking to my diet until I am. There's two things that are the problem, and that is, number one is, right now I am starting to get really, really, really hungry. I don't know why that is. For some reason, I was having hunger in the past, but as long as it'd just be in the lead up to meals, and then I'd be fine. Today, I am having breakfast, and if I'm having breakfast at 7:30, I am feeling hungry at 9 a.m. I'm guessing that's a good thing from as far as my exercise is working and my possibly my fat burning. My body is screaming at my body. My body is burning fat properly now, so that's possibly a good thing. But I am suffering. Going to work and living like that is real challenging. Trying to concentrate on work, ugh, it's tricky. So I have been doing a little bit of ridiculous snacking. Ridiculous, not too bad. I've added chocolate into my life again. I've always had a little bit of chocolate during this these few weeks of exercise and losing weight, but now I am adding more chocolate in. So I need to address that, or I need to address: am I actually putting in enough fuel? Am I actually eating enough? I feel like I am. I don't consider what I'm doing as a diet. It's just, do I need to add in another meal or something somewhere, or split it into 4 meals a day. Not something I want to do. I kind of want to keep it as simple as possible. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Um, let's see what happens there. Um, Weigh-ins, I did actually do a weigh-in video a few weeks ago that I didn't put up, and that's because I failed miserably, got pissed off, and didn't want to put it on. I essentially didn't lose any weight in a week that I was rowing and rowing and rowing. And I had gone out for dinner with my family, and I felt like I had eaten properly, and then I've just got on those scales and just failed. Last week I didn't make a video about it. I just wanted to get on the scales by myself and find out, am I succeeding here? And I got to 97.5 kilograms. So I was really, really happy. I'm really confident about the changes that I've made. We've got a weigh-in video coming up. I haven't made it yet, of course. So this Sunday I'll make another video and we'll see how I'm going. But I personally think that I'm succeeding. I just haven't been recording it. So I want to create more videos showing you how I'm succeeding. And yeah, I'll provide that in the future. Thank you very much if you've stuck around and you were interested in sort of where I've been or what I'm doing now. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one.